Crème. Hello, everybody. This is Tao. First of all, I would like to thank Crème de la Crème for hosting this webinar. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to introduce myself briefly. I'm going to introduce today's topic. So my name is Tao, T-A-O. You have my website somewhere there, taodelatorre.com. I've been a freelance designer my whole career. That's around 13 years. I also own a brand consultancy agency in Madrid with a couple of friends. And I've been working, developing digital products and brands pretty much around the world. New York, San Francisco, Montreal, Berlin, and so on and so forth. Today, I am here talking to you for one reason. We are taught how to be creative, but nobody shows us how to be a freelancer. Right? And there's a lot of rules and methods that we need to figure out pretty much as we go, right? Today we're going to discuss one of the most important topics, how to pitch our work ourselves without feeling like we are selling ourselves. I am guessing that most of you, the same way I have had the same, like that feeling, we end up going to meetings or having conversations with potential clients with this like weird feeling, as if we were trying to convince somebody to choose us, right? It feels as if we are selling ourselves. Today, we're going to debunk that myth, and I'm going to show you how to pitch your work in a way that is more efficient, more human, and that will make it easier for you to work with the clients you would like to work with. So I would like to start with really basic fundamentals. We're going to start answering one question. Why would somebody pay for our work? Why do we humans pay for things? Right? It's a really simple question. Why do we purchase services or products? So we humans, we're amazing people. We have some really interesting things. We all have a self-image. Of ourselves today, who we are, how we dress, how we speak, how much money we have, who we hang out with, where do we live, what type of clients we have, absolutely everything. We have a self-image of ourselves. But we humans, we have something incredible. We also have a self-image of ourselves in the future, who we want to be, how we would like to change, what type of clients we would like to work for, what type of clothes we would like to have, where we would like to go on holidays. We all dream about a better version of ourselves. The fact that we are not where we want to be creates desire, but also struggle. This is the reason why we pay, and our clients pay, for services and products. If you pay for healthy food, if you're willing to pay extra for sustainable fashion, right? If you go to a therapist, if your client pays you for your branding services, design services, consultancy services, coaching services, they do it because they're totally convinced that this product or service will help them become this person. Why some people will spend millions of euros in charity, and other people will spend millions of euros in a fancy car? What is the difference? The difference is that they believe that the car or the charity will help them become the person they want. Think about it this way. Let's talk about cars, for example. We have Renault, the French car manufacturer, and we have Audi, and we have Mercedes. Those are only cars. What is the difference between one car and the other? Why some people will spend a lot of money in a Mercedes and some other people will just go for a Renault? Why? Because they totally believe that this car or that car will help them become the person they want to be. We could think the same about sports. Nobody needs sports. We need the results of sports. How are we going to feel? What is the difference between somebody that loves cycling and somebody that loves CrossFit? The difference is not the sport itself, it's that they totally believe that it's going to help them become the person they want to be. With this, what I want to say is that your clients are also people. Whether you work with one-man businesses or huge corporations, they are made out of humans. And they also have a self-image of themselves and their company today. And they also have a self-image of themselves and their company in the future. Nobody needs a thing. Nobody needs your services. Your clients need your services only to the extent that it's going to create the results that they want. I like to put it this way. This is your service. Your service is the vehicle for your clients to go from where they are to where they want to be, right? I hope this is clear. If you guys have any questions, feel free to write on the comments below and I'll be answering them, okay? So remember, it is not what you do. It is the transformation you provide with your service, right? This is extremely important. I'm going to give you some examples. A brand. Nobody needs a brand. Companies need to grow, to reach out to a new audience, to go international, right? If we think about, I don't know, automation, digitalization, nobody needs automation. Clients need to automate their businesses to have more time off, to spend with their families, or to increase revenue and be able to expand and grow, right? So we could apply this to absolutely every single field. Nobody needs a thing. Our clients want the result of utilizing the thing. So why do we feel as if we are selling ourselves? When we go and try to pitch something, right? Let's debunk this. So I'm going to try to discuss two different approaches, the classic approach and a whole new paradigm. The classic approach is that we sell things. We sell branding, we sell marketing, we sell coaching, we sell strategy, we sell a thing. But remember what I just said, nobody needs a thing. Our clients need the result, the transformation of using the thing, right? So the classic approach is that we sell things. In this approach, we have our skills and our passion. And we try to convince somebody to pay for our services. We are trying to attract a client. We are trying to be chosen. We are trying to be liked. Think about this for a second. What does your website talks about? Most websites talk about our skills and our passion. Most of our websites talk about us. What are your posts talking about? About your work, about your skills, about the things you're in love with. What is your portfolio talking about? About you, about your skills, about your passion, about the things you want to sell. Where are your clients in the middle of all this? Remember what we said before. Our clients pay for services or products to the extent that they believe they're going to bring them closer to being this person. So we need to stop selling things, and instead we need to start creating value. When we go out to the market and we try to convince people to pay us for the things we're really good at, the things we love, it feels as if we are selling ourselves. Why? Because we are selling ourselves. The best way to stop feeling as if we are selling ourselves is to help. To help those we care about. To solve the problems they care about. So we need to let go of this paradigm, and instead we need to move towards this one where we know who we help and we know what transformation they care about. And we help them go from A to B. In this paradigm, what do we say? We say, I am a fill the blank. What is your website talking about? I'm totally convinced that most of your websites do this. I am a marketer, consultant, coach, graphic designer, UX designer, architect, whatever that is. We are talking about ourselves. Of course, we are selling ourselves. In this paradigm, what do? We say, I help them go from this situation to this situation. We have empathy, we care, right? So when we're selling things, we're trying to sell things to whoever is willing to pay for those things. In this case, we don't really know who our clients are. When we are creating value, we know who we are creating value to. What value are we creating, and what specific transformation we are delivering? Here, our clients choose us. That's why it feels as if we are pitching. Because we are pitching. To pitch means to express what you have to offer and to try to convince the other person to pay for it. This is over. It is selfish, it is exhausting, and it doesn't work. We need to move towards this model in which we know what problem we solve. We know what our clients care about the most. We know what their problems are, and we know what transformation they want. And we help. And we stop pitching. And instead, we diagnose, we ask questions, we care, we listen. And if we can help, we choose to work with our clients. Here, our clients choose to work with us. Here, we choose who we can help and how. We say, I can help you. I can help you with your problem. And I can help you go from here to here. And my method is this one, and I choose to work with you, right? So we go from selling things to creating value. We go from pitching to diagnosing. We go from taking, I want to get work, right? I want to make money. I want to get missions, gigs, to I want to create value. I want to offer solutions. I want to care. I want to give away, right? We go from offering things to creating value. We go from scarcity to abundance. We go from being we go from being chosen to choosing. Freelancing has just one requirement. To be a freelancer, the only thing you need to have is freedom. And if you're hoping that somebody will choose you, you are not free. You're a fake employee. You need to be able to choose, right? So we're trying to pitch without pitching. The best secret to have a super powerful pitch is to stop pitching and instead to start caring. Freelancing is helping those we care about solve the problem they care about. We are the vehicle that our clients use to get closer to being the person or the business they want to be. Nobody needs our services. Our clients need to get closer to who they want to be. The main issue is that most of the times we don't even know who our clients are, what problem they have, and who do they want to become. And therefore, we only know what our service is. And we go out. Don't you like my service? Don't you want to pay me for this thing that I'm super good at? We freelancers, we have a hard time promising a solution, and we need to promise. Remember, nobody needs a thing. Our clients need the result of the thing. So this is what we have to promise. I help you get there. I help you grow your business, save time, right? Reach out to different audience. How do you do it? Well, I use branding, I use marketing, I use strategy, I use technology, but this is just a tool. It is not the promise, correct? So everything starts with one simple question. When we are here, we don't make questions, we talk. Don't you need this? Don't you like that? When we're doing things this way, we make one question. It's a simple one. What is your main challenge and goal at this stage? And we listen. And it might be that we can help. Maybe we can't help. If we can't help, we let them know. And if we can help, we offer a solution. Okay? So this is super obvious, but we need to talk about this in depth. It took me years of struggle as a freelancer to realize this simple fact. As freelancers, no meetings, no clients. Simple. So this is how the process goes. I'm going to do it the other way around. I like it more. We all want to work with clients that we enjoy, right? That we like, that we feel connected with. Clients that allow us to do our best work. The question is, if we want to have clients, what do we have to have, right? So there's no way you're going to get clients if you don't get meetings. And there's no way you're going to have a meeting if you don't have leads. Understanding as a lead a certain interest between a stranger and what you could offer, the solution that you can provide to help them get to where they want to get. So nobody's going to become our client out of the blue, right? Everything starts here. When it comes to leads, what are the pieces of communication our clients interact with? So we have our portfolio. We have, of course, our website, right? We have the stuff we post about, and so on and so forth, right? This is where the pitch starts. This is where the relationship with our potential clients starts. And this is where we need to start changing our approach. As I said before, what is your portfolio talking about? It talks about you. What is your website talking about? It talks about you. What are your posts talking about? They talk about you, about your work, the things you love, the things you're good at. But our clients don't care about us. They care about their problems solved. They only care about becoming the person they want to be. Nobody needs a Mercedes. Nobody needs a Renault. Nobody needs them. They just need the feeling that they're going to get if they get one. They will become the person they want. So this is exactly the same thing, right? So when it comes to our portfolio, website, posts, you name it, we have to stop talking about things and we need to start talking about transformation. So I like to put it this way. No, before, let me discuss. We're going to discuss this in a second, okay? When we go to a meeting, what happens? I don't know you, but like for me, years ago, every time I had a meeting with a client, it really felt as if I needed to convince them. It felt more as a job interview where the client was making me questions to know whether I was a good fit or not, right? Sure, I was making a couple of questions, but it was weird. This is where it really feels as if I'm selling myself, right? So when we have a meeting, again, we end up pitching, right? And again, this has to finish. With this, I'm not saying that you need to get rid of your portfolio or your website, no, but we need to change our discourse from us to the transformation that our clients are looking for. When a client interacts with you for the first time, portfolio, website, posts, what is he looking for? What questions is he asking himself? What things will he be looking for to make a decision on whether he would like to know more about you and have a meeting with you or not? Our clients are looking for answers to their problems. They are not looking for things. They are looking for experts. People that know more about their problems than what they do themselves. They're looking for solutions. They're looking for inspiration. They're looking for a vision that they don't have. And we need to provide that vision. Let's talk about the portfolio, the website, and the post. So when we have leads, right? Again, understanding the lead as a potential client that is showing a minimum degree of interest, right? So we have our portfolio, we have our website, we have our posts, and so on and so forth. Let me take my notes for a second. So here we go. We need to stop talking about ourselves, right? We need to stop talking about us. I am a designer. I am a marketer. Forget about that. We are not so important. But then it's like, oh, fuck, and what do we talk about if it's not about our work and about us, about the things we know, the things we're really good at? Well, we talk about the current situation our clients are in. We talk about the desired situation our clients would like to be in. And we talk about our method. What are the key ingredients, right? To go from the current situation to the desired situation. We talk about our method. We provide value. From the very first connection with a potential client, we are already talking about them, about what they care about. And we're creating value. We're not giving the solution, okay? But we're like, hey, if you want to go from A to B, those are milestones, key ingredients, key topics that you need to take a look at. This is my approach, right? This is my method. This is where I stand at as a service provider, as a magician. This is how I do magic to help you go from A to B. So if you're posting, what do you post about? You post about their problems. You post about their hopes, and you post about the method, the solution. You provide valuable insights. If you have a website, what should your website talk about? It should talk about them, where they stand, where they want to be, and how to get there. And your portfolio should show, right, either case studies, right, that prove that you have helped others cross the same desert, the same struggle, the same transition, right? If you don't have, that's okay. Get rid of the portfolio and just have a website and post. On your website, you don't have to show real work. You can talk about the methods, approach, how things can change, metrics. There are usually standards in the market on what should happen if you go through different phases, what results a client should expect if they follow best practices. This is super important, okay? So we need to change our discourse from selling, trying to convince people to fall in love with us, to caring, talking about them, about their world, about their problems, and about how we can help them out. We create value. Freelancing, I'm going to repeat this a couple times today. Freelancing is helping those we care about solve the problems they care about. Freelancing is not to have people pay for the things we love. This is something else, but this is not freelancing. So that's the first stage. Second stage, meetings. No meetings, no clients. So, okay, good. Now we have changed our discourse on our website, our posts, the communication we put out there from a selfish standpoint to a perspective where we have empathy, right? Where we talk about the people we care about. We talk about them, we create value. And we start having meetings. And at the meeting stage where things feel strange, right? This is where we really feel like we're selling ourselves. So I'm going to show you how to have meetings in a complete different way. When we have a meeting, and I'm going to use the same graph again. These are our clients now, and these are our clients in the future. These are the problems they have, and this is where they would like to be. And of course, this is the transformation they have to go through, right? So when we have a meeting, we always start taking the leadership. How do we do that? We start the meeting. We come to a room or we do it online, and we tell our potential client, welcome to this meeting. I have prepared an agenda of the meeting, and I'm going to be making you some questions to make a diagnosis of your case. This is diagnosed. I'm going to tell you now how it is. And if I think that I can help you out, I will tell you step by step what I could do for you and how my process works, so you can make a decision by the end of the call. Is that okay for you? And the potential client will say, okay. Basically, what we're telling them is like, hey, you have the problem, I have the solution, I make the questions, you give me the answers. I am the boss here. I am the leader. You trust. how you lead. Nobody is going to pay you if they don't trust you, right? So the first thing we do is to take the lead. I'm going to repeat this again. We take the lead by using these simple words. Welcome to this meeting. The meeting agenda will be that I will start by making you some questions to make a diagnosis of your case. And if I think that I can help you out, I will let you know at the end of the meeting how I could help you out exactly so you can make a decision. Is that okay for you? Yes. We ask for permission to lead. Okay. What is the second thing? The second thing is understanding let me write it down. The current situation, right? So we make an analysis of the current situation. This is the current situation, okay? So we start making the diagnosis and we try to research what's going on here. We make questions such as, okay, give me an overview of the current situation of things in your business, right? Depending on your field, we might make different questions. For example, I don't know, let's imagine, for example, that, let's imagine that your client is, I'm going to use a real life example. I am working with somebody that makes packaging. I don't want to get too much in detail to keep privacy, but I'm working with a client that makes packaging. And the other day we were working on the meeting script, like with the questions, right? So as a packaging designer, some of the questions is like, okay, what is the life cycle of your packaging, right? Who is your main customer? Where do you manufacture? What is the actual manufacturing cost at this stage? What is the end price of the product, right? Is this a product that is sell in store, or is it a product that is sell online, right? So many questions like this, we really try to understand the reality of the situation, right? So if you're doing marketing, you would like to know how many clients they have, right? How many paying clients, what different services they have. You make all the questions. And you ask at the end, once you have an overview, okay, and at this stage, what is your main problem? What could I help you out with? And they will let you know, my main problem is A, B, C. Okay, thank you very much, right? And then, number 3, we want to diagnose what our clients want. We make simple questions. Okay, where do you see your business in 1 or 2 years from now? Where do you see the problem that we just talked about in the future, right? If we've made questions about, for example, manufacturing costs in the present moment, we ask about manufacturing costs in the future. How much would you like to reduce your manufacturing costs, right? We want to know how big is the gap between where they are and where they want to be. So we make the same exact questions in the future. Also, because this, if we work together, this is what we will have to deliver. This is what our clients want. And we want to make sure that A, we can deliver, B, it is realistic, and C, if it's not realistic, we kind of define what we could achieve, right? Okay. So once we've taken the lead, analyzed the problem, the current state of things, and we've analyzed the future, what do they want to achieve? We need to make one question. I'm going to clean this up a bit. Hold on a second. I'm going to make some space. Okay. So 1, we take the lead of the meeting. 2, we analyze the current situation. Okay. 3, we analyze the future, what they want in depth, and then we make the most important question. And we make it this way. Okay, Paul, okay, Mary, okay, John, right? This is the current situation of things. And you would like to get to a point where A, B, C, and D happens. What's holding you back from getting there on your own? Why aren't you there yet? Remember this, a company or an individual will only hire a freelancer for 2 reasons. Number 1, they want to be somewhere they're not. Simple. Number 2, they are not able to get there on their own. That's what we freelancers do. We are an external source of wisdom and knowledge that comes in to provide guidance to somebody that doesn't have a clue on how to get there, right? So that's why we ask this. Okay, John, this is how things are going now. This is where you would like to be. Why do you think you're not there yet? Simple, right? Why do you think you're not there yet? And of course, the client will release control. I don't know how to get there. I have tried in the past, but I don't seem to be getting anywhere. Or we would like to have an expert like you coming in to help us out with certain aspects. He will tell you the reason why he has the problem in the first place. And once we know that, then and only then, we position ourselves as a solution. Only then we say, okay, John, I can help you. Do you want me to tell you how? And John will say, yes, please tell me, how can you help me get here? And then we tell them, okay, we could do this first, and this first, and this first, and this first. And we can get there. This is how I work, and this is exactly how my method works. If we apply it to you, we should be able to get there in this time, that time, and that's more or less the expectations that you should have. And he will start making you questions. We don't teach. The person will start making questions like, oh, but what about this? And what about that? And why do you think this happened? And do you think this other thing could happen? Right? And there's going to be a moment where the potential client will ask for the price. He will say, okay, now I know the value that you're going to create in my life. Now I want to know if the financial value that you're going to give me, it's perfectly aligned with the value that I think I am going to get. Remember this, guys, every single time that a client tells you that they don't have a budget, what they're telling you is that they don't see the value. They don't believe that your service will bring them to where they want to be. This is super simple. If I tell a client, if you give me 20,000 euros, I will generate in your business 1 million euros. They will pay for it. It's like, yeah, I have 20,000 here. Though, if we tell a client, if you give me 20,000 euros, you're going to get 1,000 likes on Instagram. They're not going to pay for it. That's it. Clients will invest to the extent that they're going to get more back. This is exactly this. Nobody needs a thing. This is what creates value, not this. No service has value. The only thing that has value is the results that we generate in our clients' lives. So we wait until the client has understood the transformation that we're able to generate and makes the question. With this, what I want to say is never, ever, ever, ever talk about price if your client doesn't ask for it. in the meeting. Just in the meeting. Before having a meeting with a client, never ever send prices over. Never tell your clients what your prices are before they have gone through the whole meeting with you. Never tell a client over email, over the phone, what your price range is. For one reason. Would you ever trust a doctor that prescribes you drugs without knowing what your problem is? I wouldn't. So this is the same thing. We first diagnose and we then prescribe. When somebody asks for our portfolio, our prices, our services, our solutions, what do we say? We say, I don't know if I can help you out. Could you please tell me what your problems are? And if I think that I can help you out, we can talk about my services and the prices. I first diagnose and I then prescribe. Simple. We first care. We can't help everybody. We have to stop pretending that we can help everybody. When we end up trying to work for everybody, our client chooses us because we are nobody. We are whoever they can afford. Instead, we choose who we want to work for because we can help them. And they choose us because they believe that we are the right person to bring them from where they are to where they want to be. It's super important, okay? So never offer solutions upfront. Never give prices upfront. Make questions. Understand what the problem is, how big the gap is between where they are and where they want to be. And if you can help, you offer a solution and a price. Never have your services detailed step by step on your website. Why? Because you don't know what the specific problem is. So you first need to have a meeting and then you can talk about the specifics of the service. We first diagnose and we then prescribe. This is extremely important. So how can we pitch without feeling like we're selling ourselves? We got to stop selling ourselves because that's what we do when we're trying to convince somebody to pay us for what we do. Instead, what do? We stop pitching and instead we care. We stop trying to sell things, the things we are in love with, and instead we ask what our clients' problems are and we create value. We offer solutions to specific problems. We first diagnose and we then prescribe. The only way to feel as if we are helping is helping. And to be able to help somebody, we first need to know who we are trying to help. Most freelancers don't even know who their ideal client is, and therefore they don't even know what their problems are, and therefore they don't even know what the solution is. And we end up working with whoever that pays us to do the things we love. And this is selfish. Instead, we care. We choose who our ideal clients are. This is the first step. We need to choose who we want to help. Then we need to understand what their problems are so that we know what we should be talking about on our website, on our portfolio, on our posts, so that we can generate leads and we can have meetings with the people we care about to help them solve the problems they care about. And we don't pitch, we don't sell, we take the lead. We ask questions about their problems. We try to understand where they want to be, because this is what we will have to promise. This is the transformation that we have to deliver, because nobody needs things. Our clients want the results of using those things. We love our things, but our clients are tourists of our thing. They use it and they move on, right? So freelancing, it's about empathy, the empathy to listen to what our clients need, and the courage to promise a future. We need to stop selling things and we need to start selling futures. a transformation, right? Because that's the thing that our clients care about. What is the return of the investment? Financial, emotional. If I use this service, what do I get back? That's the only thing our clients are thinking about when we're having a meeting with them. Is this worth it? If I invest X, how much am I going to get back? In the creative industry, whether you're a photographer, a graphic designer, an illustrator, whatever that is, right? Even a developer, right? It's really easy to end up selling things that don't really have a return on the investment. If you're an illustrator, I'm going to make you this question. What is the return of the investment in your client's business of your work? The rest, that you need to figure it out. What future do you promise? If you're a designer, what future do you promise? If you're a developer, what future, what transformation do you promise beyond coding? Nobody needs an app. Nobody needs a website. We need the results of the app or the website, okay? So we've covered a lot of ground. Those are complex topics. If you need help with any of these things, my expertise is helping freelancers figure out what's their space in the market and how to generate leads and have meetings on a regular basis so you can work with great clients every single month. Freelancing is stable if you do it the right way. Freelancing, it's a beautiful path, but we need to know what the rules are. If you want to know what those rules are, feel free to reach out to me and we can take the conversation from there. We're not going to talk about me, we're going to talk about you and about your problems and about where you want to go. And if I can help you out, we will talk about how. Exactly the same thing as I just showed you. So, do you guys have any questions? I'm going to give a couple minutes just in case there is a little bit of delay. Good, pretty quiet. Okay, any questions here? Okay, guys, so if you have any questions afterwards, you can find me either on my website or you can go on my LinkedIn and write me a private message or a direct message, and I'll be super happy to take the conversation from there. You have my website, over there, and you can look for me on LinkedIn, okay? Guys, thank you very much. I want to thank Alex from Tao De La Torre and his community. Thank you very much for hosting me, and I hope this can help you have a more meaningful, enjoyable freelance life. Have a good one. Bye-bye.